Hello Libra, Elsie here to do your reading for the month of March. We're going to take an overview look at March. Libra, how are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you if you are brand spanking new and you've never been to Ten of Cups Tarot before. Thank you for trying this out. Thanks for clicking here. I do appreciate you already. And if you are the Libra who is always clicking here, I do appreciate you as well. Thank you so much for your thumbs up, for being in the comments, and no matter where your placement is, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, thank you, Libra. I appreciate you. All right, so we are going to do the overview month. Usually I do love, career, finances. We're going to do it different this month. This month we're going to take an overview and we're going to use a little bit of a different spread. So I will call out these cards and just sit back and enjoy. Here we go. Let's take a look. So the first card is going to be for your current self. What's going on with the current self? So there is going to be movement this month for you. The current self here, I feel like you're anticipating movement or leaving something to go somewhere new, possibly cutting yourself away from chaotic situations so you can have more calm in your life. But that's the current self energy. The next one is the overall theme for the month. Overall theme for the month is your spirituality, my friend. I feel like you are the person who is going to show up as the leader. Not only as the spiritual leader, but as a teacher. I feel like as you make these big decisions and changes in your life here in the month of March, that I feel like other people are watching. And I feel like you're about to take your own path, I want to say. You're about to set up your own path. And for some of you, you might have Taurus energy. You don't have to. But this is someone who much is expected from because much is given to them. And I feel like that's you, Libra. And so let's look at a key goal that you should pursue this month. A key goal is devil energy. Interesting. So maybe it's negative energy. Maybe it's an addiction. Let's figure it out what it is. We're going to go back and clarify all of these. We will go back and do that. Next one is an obstacle to overcome. What is an obstacle to overcome? An obstacle to overcome is some sort of an ending. Understood. Yeah, so it does feel like with the devil energy and the death card that there might be something here that you need to close the door on, that you finally need to say, no, I can't do this with you anymore. We'll clarify. The next card is a major accomplishment this month. Which would be a major accomplishment for you this month? Getting through the moon energy. I like this energy here. Look at all these major arcana. So you have a lot of changes coming this month, Libra. Lots of change coming for you. So if you're not a fan of change, you better buckle in. Because it feels like there's a lot of change coming for you here. What should you be avoiding in the month of March? You should be avoiding the Ten of Wands, carrying around burdens that are not your own, allowing people to place heavy things on you. No matter how beautiful those flowers smell, stop picking up other people's burdens. I feel like you're the person who is the ear for everybody else. You need to kindly remove yourself from a situation. Or situations, plural, where you keep picking up others' burdens or allowing them to lay their burdens on you. And then we have what you should embrace this month. What you should embrace is the Empress energy. I love it. Abundance, health, being the person who is the drop in the ocean. And I feel like your abundance, your kindness, your love is what is going to ripple toward everybody else, because everyone benefits from the Empress being in their life. This is Libra energy, right? Libra and Taurus. Where would you find support? If you need support this month, where should you find support? You'll find support in your own strength, in holding back, in learning that silence is an answer and that you don't necessarily need to say something. And it's in holding back, knowing that you have the sword, knowing that you have this lion controlled here, and you could release the lion at any moment on anybody, but you will not. And I feel like you are, where you find support is going to be in that. It's going to be holding back a little bit, whereas maybe before you might have just unleashed the lion. Tell me about advice for the month for Libra, please. We have the Page of Pentacles. So your advice is go for it. Your advice is take the opportunities as they arrive. I feel like it's going to be a very cerebral month for you with the Four of Swords. It seems like you'll be healing the mind, thinking, maybe spending some time alone, maybe just having intermittent connections with the people around you that are in your life, family, friends, people from work. And I feel like you're mostly going to be spending that time alone in thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at that. There is a lot of change coming up here. Let's take a look at clarifying. All right. Tell me about Libra. What's going on with Libra? Tell me about the Six of Swords. This is your current self, my friend. This is currently what's going on. I feel like you are in the midst of detaching from things that make you feel chaotic. I feel like you are moving forward to a calmer place. You're rising above any kind of bullshit. It feels like you are deciding to move forward here. I feel like you're going to allow yourself to move away from anything that has not been serving you here. The Seven of Pentacles is about waiting and watching, right? Yeah. I think that, that with this energy looking into the past here, as I put it down, it feels like that you've outgrown the past. I want to say you've outgrown it because you've decided to nurture the self. You've decided to nurture yourself and your pentacle world, and you're looking back there, and I don't think anybody helped you. I think you did it on your own, to be honest. And I feel like that there's people that are in the past here, whether that's yesterday or before that, and you know that they weren't there to help you farm your pentacles. They weren't there to nurture you. You had to nurture yourself. And so I think you're making some sort of a decision to move forward here. Yeah, you are ending cycles. You are ending chapters. You have transformed, my friend. You've changed the way you think. You've changed the way you move. You've changed the way that things are going down in your own pentacle world. And I think that's where you are currently. And I think that's going to be something that's going on in the month of March. Now look, when the King of Swords comes out in the reverse, it's off with their heads. Libra, I think that the current self right now, your current self, is like, I'm not taking any prisoners here. Come forward if you feel that you need to, but I'm going to be very honest and transparent. Now, the thing is with the King of Swords in the reverse is that's really not the way you want to take care of it all of the time. But I'm going to say with the Seven of Pentacles, it made me feel like everybody kind of left you on the side of the road to do your own thing. And now you're like, you know what? I'm out. I'm not dealing with you anymore. I'm transforming myself and I'm speaking up. And I don't care if you like what I have to say. But I'll tell you this, I am cutting you away. I'm cutting out and I'm going to where it's going to be less chaotic. I want to say that the King of Swords in the reverse is a necessary path to your salvation. It's a necessary path to finding the higher self, I want to say. That first, the pendulum swings this way, right? It's like you may have been balanced and in the center, and then all of a sudden the pendulum swung and you're like, I'm not taking this crap anymore. I'm done. And so when it swings back, I feel like you come to the Hierophant energy. It's like you're now listening to the higher self. You're now on your own path. You're doing your own thing, and it feels like you understand that much is being expected of you, so much is going to be given. I feel like, yeah, Ace of Cups is here. And so not only is it self-love, but I do believe it's a new path in love. And I feel like it's everything. I want to say that it's not just a superficialist person that you love. I don't want to really, it's not always that. But I feel like with the Hierophant here in love, I feel like what you needed was this shakeup, this energy of the King of Swords in the reverse to say, you know what, I don't really give a shit what any of you guys think or say or do. I really don't care. I'm going to go off and do my own thing, and if you don't like it, too bad. I'm closing the door. I'm transforming. It's like I'm speaking to someone who didn't speak up before, and now you're like, now I'm on my path. I feel like I'm comfortably on my path. I feel like you're traveling this path slowly. Look at that. The Emperor energy. You really are conquering. I love it, Libra. You're conquering, you're stable, you're moving forward, you're in charge now. You're not listening to anything they have to say back there. The King of Swords in the reverse could also be somebody who's a patriarch in your family, a father, a grandfather, an older brother, somebody in your family, maybe a friend, somebody who's giving you a hard time for closing the door, or somebody that you're just done with. You're done with them being a jerk to you, and now the Death card here is like, I'm over it. And I feel it's because you're the Emperor. I feel because you have decided that you are going to move forward in a moral, faithful sort of energy, keeping your energy high, listening to the higher self. But I think you're still someone to be reckoned with here. I feel like you're falling in love with the Emperor, but I think you are the Emperor. We have the Two of Swords. So I think that the overall theme for the month is being careful. Feeling like, I feel that you are being cautious, that you don't want to be hurt. You're not allowing anybody to hurt you. I feel like you have a newfound love, respect for yourself. That's what it feels like. And the overall theme for the month is, I'm not going to be taken again. People sometimes will look at someone who's Libra, especially if you've got, Libra and a lot of water, that you're probably someone who's very calm and kind and someone who likes to keep everything in balance. I don't think that they understood that you had the ability to be the Emperor and the Hierophant. For some of you, this could indicate too that there is some sort of a commitment coming in love with an Emperor. Take that as it resonates. But right now, I feel like if you're waiting on this person, don't hold your breath, because the Two of Swords tells me that person is blocked. All right, so I don't think you'll see them this month, is what I'm saying, if you are waiting on an Emperor here to commit to you. Tell me about the Devil, please. The key goal to pursue. A key goal to pursue. The Devil energy. We have the Five of Pentacles. Interesting. We do have the Ace of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. I really feel like it's something you need to get over. It feels like I'm not saying get over it. That's not what I'm saying. But I feel like with the Devil energy, it's doubt, it's fear. I don't think I can do it. I don't have enough. I'm not enough. That's what it feels like the Devil energy is giving me, because we start out with the Five of Pentacles. So maybe after this goes down, because it feels like the first little bit of March, like the first 1 or 2 weeks of March, is going to be you kicking ass and taking names. That's what it feels like. They're not going to expect it. They're not going to see it coming. And I feel like once you do that, you have kind of like buyer's remorse, I want to say, that this Devil energy here has you feeling a little bit scared or in doubt that maybe I shouldn't have been so harsh. Maybe I shouldn't have said it the way I said it. But I want to say that with the Ace of Swords, you then go back over it and you're like, no, I said it because I needed to cut the people out of my life, or the situations, or the job, or I needed to leave the department that I was in, whatever it is, because I gained clarity. And the clarity is that I need to be able to cut things out when they no longer serve me. And the Devil energy, I feel, was keeping you in a place, for whatever reason, you were scared to do it. You had fear. It's like, nobody's going to talk to me if I do it. And absolutely, you're going to be correct, because I feel like some of the people that you do end up cutting out of your life were in the King of Swords in the reverse energy. They were hard to take. They were telling you what to do. They were trying to control you. And this is sort of a bit of a narcissistic energy. Like, they were trying to control you and make you do the things that they wanted you to do. And I feel like once you finally cut these people out and you take charge of your own life as the Emperor, I feel like you just do start to feel like you're on the outside looking in. But I want to say that this Ace of Swords is what keeps you going. That it's the clarity that you got about the Devil energy, that you don't want to end up there anymore. And I feel like you do come out of that. I feel like you have this epiphany, or this realization that you are actually the Nine of Pentacles, and the people in your life didn't want you to grow and move forward because it meant that you would be growing out of their vibration. So the Nine of Pentacles tells me that you do overcome the Devil energy. You become confident about the self. Maybe you start a business. Maybe you have decided, look, I just want to do it on my own. I don't want to listen to you or you or you. Stop giving me advice. Let me do what I'm going to do. And I feel like you say that because you're in the Emperor energy. So I do feel that with the key goal to pursue is overcoming the devil. I think that's what your key thing to pursue this month is, to overcome the fear of getting out there on your own, doing it by yourself, having these epiphanies and trusting your gut enough to know, so what if they left me on the outside looking in? That's fine. I'll just keep moving. Because I feel you go from the 5 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles in the month of March. All right, an obstacle to overcome is the Death card. And so it's all these people you've cut out. The Death card is over here. It's cutting out this person. I think they are a significant person in your life. If this is not your own energy where you're just kicking ass and taking names, this person might be someone significant that you pushed out of your life. They could be an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. They don't have to be. We have Scorpio energy here. We have Aries. We have the Death card, Scorpio. We have Moon, Pisces, Cancer. We have Capricorn energy here. We have Libra, Taurus energy, and Leo. We have all sorts of energy here. All right, tell me about an obstacle that you need to overcome. So it's going to be the death to the 2 of Pentacles, because you're moving into the 9 of Pentacles energy. So no more juggling, no more feeling like you don't have enough that meets the end of the month. It feels like you're motivated to change that. And so what's transforming here, I feel, is either the way that you see your life. I feel like for the 2 of Pentacles it is. What's transforming is the 2 of Pentacles, and that is that you're being reminded here no longer to look in the past or the future, that you need to keep your balance here. You need to keep your balance even though you might be doing a little bit of juggling, but I feel like the Death card is here to tell me that that's transforming. We do have the World card. Look, it's all about endings for you. It's all about endings, and I think the endings are in order for you to get your balance. I feel like it's not just about endings, because the Death card is here. It is about things that you're never going to do again, but the World card is about an achievement, right? It's about a milestone. So it feels like whatever it is that you do with the Death card, the transformation does bring closed doors for sure, but it also brings a karmic circle to an end. It feels like you've completed some sort of a cycle or a chapter here, and you can rejoice in that. It feels like it is a milestone for you that you've finally taken back your own life. We do have the Strength card here, and the Strength card is about holding back. It is about holding back, being strong. It's about being courageous. And I feel like the next thing you're about to jump into here is the Moon energy. And this is a major accomplishment. So it feels like somebody is about to get into a lot of shadow work this month, really looking at myself, holding back. I think for up till now, you've been holding back, getting into the Moon energy, but I think that you're diving straight in. We've got the 10 of Cups here. It's in the long run, it's going to make you happier. It's going to give you the apex of happiness. Now, the Moon energy hides things. Things, they look like they, things appear as they not really are. And I feel like you've been worried about things, taking on your own, like standing in your emperor power and taking on your own. You're taking everything on yourself without asking for help. I feel like diving into the Moon energy here is only going to bring happiness. It's going to bring the apex of happiness once you get through that shadow work. Look, shadow work's not fun to dig through. It's not. But once you do, I feel like it brings you abundance, stability. You start to see things clearer. You start to be more emotionally happy. The King of Pentacles is the one who has the Midas touch, and also all of the opportunities roll in for the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles never has to chase an opportunity. I feel like working on your Moon energy, or things that are that you need to look on in your shadow work, look into on your shadow work. I feel like that is why the Moon energy is here for the month. We've got the Devil energy showing up here again. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be terrifying. I'm telling you, it's not really easy. If you don't know what shadow work is, because we use a lot of buzzwords in tarot, please go to the 10 of Cups tarot page, use the search feature, and search out shadow work, and you will find a video that explains what it is if you're not sure. But it looks like we do have Capricorn energy here. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And it feels like that there are opportunities that are going to be rolling in for you that are going to terrify you because they're bigger than you. They're bigger than you. And I feel like you've never been in a place in your life where you've been standing in your own power, feeling very courageous, cut people, places, jobs out that you never needed, and now you're going on your own. And I think it's a little bit terrifying. Looking at your shadow work is a little bit terrifying, but I feel like you're going to be willing to dive into it in the month of March. Tell me why the 10 of Wands is something to avoid. Look, when you do the shadow work, you realize that you no longer are taking on anyone else's drama. You're no longer taking on anyone else's burdens. You're trying to keep yourself at arm's length from people who just can't stop being in drama. We do have the Fool. I like it. You release these burdens and the heartache, the heartbreak, the disappointment, feeling like you're in indecision. I feel like you are not worried, no longer worried about competition. I feel like the Fool is here telling me that this is finally the brand new start. And I want to say that there's a lot of changes that are going to go on in the first few weeks of March, but I feel like at the end of March, things are going to start to get a little brighter for you, that you see that you have a new way forward here. And it means, though, that you're never going to have other people come dump their crap on your stoop. Don't let them do that. And I know that it sounds terrible and horrible. And if you're the person who's the bleeding heart for everybody and you want to fix them, you go ahead and do that. But it's not the way to live a healthy life. It's the way to live, to shorten your life, is to take on other people's burdens. We do have the Three of Swords. I feel like you're having this new beginning and you're leaping away from the Three of Swords. Disappointment and heartbreak and all of this dramatic stuff that people bring to you. I feel like you will hesitate. We do have the Five of Wands. There is hesitation, also competition, but it feels like you will be moving forward in a very abundant way because we do have the Empress here. Now we have the Emperor and the Empress. I'm just saying in the month of March, for some of you, you could be meeting a romantic interest. That might be part of it. Right now, this Emperor energy is blocked. If you are looking at this as a love partnership, we just flip it for a moment. If you're looking at this as a love partnership, I feel like currently the Emperor is blocked and is not coming forward. But if you are the Empress, that you are someone who is all love, taking care of yourself, I feel like you come to this place from being in a place where everybody was telling you what to do, how to do it, when to be there. I feel like you come to this place where you decided to take charge back of your life, and I feel like you're now in balance. And it is Venusian, right? You are the Venusian sign. It is Venusian. It's all of love and abundance, and I feel like it's almost like you can't contain the happiness and abundance here that you are getting from your karmic justice. There it is. So things start to pour in abundantly because you're willing to face the devil. You stopped running. You turned around and looked at the devil and said, back yourself up. I'm the King of Pentacles. I'm the one in charge here. You know what I mean? I feel like you take your power back in the month of March from a lot of situations and people. And it feels like you are getting karmic balance here. We do have the Four of Swords. You're healing the emotional self. I love it. Then you see that we're at the pendulum. It swung this way, right? We've got the King of Swords in the reverse, the Emperor, people conquering and kicking ass and taking names. And then it does swing back to center again, where you're feeling healed in your emotions. The emotional self starts to be more compassionate to you. Like you start being more compassionate to you, but you also start dealing with people in a far more compassionate way. Now, if you think that leaving people to their own devices and their own drama and chaos is something that is mean and terrible, I'm telling you this, you can help somebody more often letting them live out their karma and learn their lessons than you can running in and interrupting their karma and saving them from their consequences. Nobody did it for you. You learned it the hard way. You healed, and now you are compassionate, loving, kind. You now have space for a connection with the universe, and you have balance here because you chose to heal. We do have where you can find support. And I feel like you're finding support in your own strength, honestly. I don't think you have to lean on anybody anymore. Tell me about strength. It's Leo energy. We do have the Star. We have the King of Cups. Look, there is a soulmate. It feels like there is a soulmate coming in this month for you, for sure. For those of you who are waiting on somebody or are waiting just to meet anybody, could be new, could be old, take it as it resonates. I'm not really reading into that this month because we do that in the weeklies, right? So where to find support? Well, I feel like where you are finding support is with the universe. I feel like you are now more hopeful. I feel like you are now more balanced. I feel like you're now more patient, that you know that by holding back from people who demand that you take care of their chaos and their the things that are going on in their life, I feel like you've decided to be a lot more stable. And this star on her forehead is telling me that she is, oh, my nails kind of match that, don't they? Okay, anyways, I was a little impressed with myself there for a moment. Okay, Libra, back at it. Look, you're all about looking beautiful and being adorned. So, all right, so the star, right? And the star is about hope. I feel like because you've learned that silence is an answer, because you learn how to hold back, you learn that you don't always have to wield the sword. I feel like there is hope and balance and clarity that comes to you with that star on her forehead. The third eye is open. We do have the King of Cups, and then we have the Sun. I feel like you have finally come to a place here where you realize that it's far more productive to deal with things in love, to deal with things in strength. We're looking at Scorpio energy, but of course it is also Pisces and Cancer, to look at things in an intuitive, psychic sort of way and feel them out. I feel like love grows. I want to say that the way you're growing, because the Sun is about growth, it's about personal, professional, spiritual growth. I feel like you're growing in your psychic connection. You have a better connection to yourself. You have a better connection to the universe. And I feel like this support that you're getting is all based on you. It's based on your growth. It's based on this really strong connection that you have now, this very psychic, emotional connection, but again, very strong, solid, got your back, I've got you, and we've got the King and the Queen here. So I do feel like there is some sort of a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer possibly, that you will be coming into connection in some sort of a love connection this month. We do have the Sun energy here, which tells me that you see this person clearly. You will know who they are when they show up. Your advice for the month here is the Page of Pentacles. Why is it the Page of Pentacles? I feel like there's an opportunity coming here that you shouldn't miss. We have the Knight of Wands, and it's coming really quickly here. It's an opportunity that's going to make you feel incredibly attractive. Like you're attracting all kinds of things, but you are the King of Pentacles up here, right? So it feels like you are attracting exciting, fiery sort of opportunities that are coming to you. Things that really put, a fire in your belly, right? Things that make you excited, creative opportunities possibly. And I feel like because you can see things clearly now, I feel like you're manifesting this, and here it comes. We've got the Knight of Swords, and we do have the Five of Cups. So I want to say that this energy here, this energy here is telling me that you have some really exciting opportunity coming that you don't quite see yet. It's not quite with you. I feel like it's going to catch up with you. This Knight is pointed into the past, which tells me that this person could be coming from the past, but I don't think it's anything to do with love or anything like that. But this person might be someone that you met before who's a financial planner, who's a banker, who's a lawyer, or you know what I mean? It feels like somebody is coming to help you with something, the fire of your heart. They're someone who's highly intelligent. They're very chatty. This person is very witty. This person is someone who's going to give you all of the goods straight up. They don't really care if you don't like it. They're just going to be very honest with you. This person is very invested in you knowing the truth, the honest truth of something here. Now, I'm going to say with the Five of Cups here, I'm going to pull a card for that, but the Five of Cups tells me that I think the change is hard. This opportunity comes, and now you have to make a decision because the Knight of Swords is here and the Knight of Wands, and you're going to have to make this decision quickly. And I don't think that makes you happy. Tell me about the Five of Cups. It is going to be a good reciprocal energy, though. I feel that when you decide to do it, that this is going to be something that they are going to pull you into a group of people. It almost feels like if you're, I'm thinking about it in the way of an influencer because that's what I do for a living, but it feels like somebody's going to give you an opportunity and you're going to be able to see, they're giving me the beginning opportunity, but I can see where it's going to grow to. So this, whatever opportunity is coming, starts small, but it's going to grow into something bigger because this person here is giving some people a little bit and some people a lot. So I feel like the opportunity does grow. It may not look like the perfect opportunity for you when it arrives, but I think after some careful thought, I think that you're going to realize that this is an opportunity that will start small, but it will start to pay out big for you. But I think at first you're going to be a little bit scared or weirded out by it here. We've got the Four of Cups and we have the Empress again. So I feel like you are coming out of boredom, coming out of places where you couldn't share your feelings, couldn't share your emotions, and you've become the person who is sharing their feelings, sharing their emotions, sharing their love, sharing their abundance. And why? Because you made the decision to be happy. It was your decision. It was back here, right? You made the decision. No one else is going to tell me what to do. You made this decision that changed your life. I think you're changing your life in the month of March. I'm just going to be honest. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for coming here, Libra, and watching. I do appreciate you. I'll be back because I'm always back. You guys are the best. Thank you. Bye-bye.